And every time we say amen, we are saying, God, trustworthy. Before we read the Shema in our prayer book, on page 450, it says it in plain letters, God, trustworthy, King. Let us understand that the Most High God is a power that cannot be stopped, the creator of all living. Now Moses, he asked, he didn't ask, he begged the creator. He begged the creator. All of you who have children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, for that matter, they ask you, Abba, can I have some ice cream? Abba, can I please have some ice cream? No, we're not going there. I know your boys do the same way. Can I? What we do? Oh, we don't go and get it. But here, the Most High told Moses, no. Can you understand the pain that Moshe had? The pain that he had after doing everything for the people. He could not go into the promised land or the land of promise. He couldn't make that journey. He had to go to the top of the mountain. Now, after the Most High told Moshe, I'm not changing, Moshe then stopped praying. But Moshe prayed 515 prayers. That's why the Most High God said, stop. Stop. My decision has been made. Just like we do with our children. Your son might do it too. Your daughter asks you over and over and over to get repetitious. But now, when that decision is made, Moshe says, I can't go. But when he goes and he looks, he sees this goodly land. Could you imagine two men having to carry a bundle of grapes? That's a lot. So just imagine. Then Moshe said to Israel, take heed to yourself. Take heed, hearken, understand. Take to heart my statutes, my ordinances, which I have taught you. See, we forget sometimes in our daily routine, we forget that the Most High God is on our side. Come on. You forget that it's okay to get up in the morning and say a prayer. Because in our busy lives, we run out of the house. We forget. But take that moment and take heed. Because he said, don't add to or take away from the word. The Father gives us the Shabbat. He did not say only in the land of Eretz Israel or the land of Canaan. He didn't say to just do it there. What did he say? In all your dwellings. Not just here. He didn't say your business could be open today. He said let them be closed. We don't have animals, ox, horses, asses. We don't have those. But when we did, they had time to rest, just like we. Now the Most High God, when he said, don't take away, I know you've all heard of the New World Passover. If you haven't, somebody got a New World Passover. But guess what? people on the new moon is the beginning of the week. And they start from that point on. And then their Shabbat is after that, after 7 days of the new moon. But did we read what it said in the 4th chapter? Do not add to or take away. That's what it means. We have a hard time because I've talked to people that said, well, you know, when the new moon comes, this is what we do. And you have those for our holiday, and especially Pesach. They're vegetarians. And they said, I'm not going to eat any meat. The requirement is what for Pesach? Lamb, bitter herb, and rice. You do not have to eat a whole piece of lamb, a thimbleful. We have to understand when it says, do not add to or take away. You can swallow a thimbleful in one breath. Yeah. It's not going to disrupt your digestive system. It's not going to hurt you. Because this is the Torah. This is what the Creator told us to do. Now, the Father didn't give Abraham, Yitzchak, the Yahath, this covenant. You know, he didn't give them the covenant that he gave all Israel. Now let's talk about that covenant. Because when they were up on the mountain and they saw a cloud, how many of you have been in a storm? How many? I mean a bad storm. And it thundered so loud that it made your heart shake. Now here, some of us just been in the city. Y'all don't know about that real hard rain. I was in St. Croix on my honeymoon. Guess what happened? It rained so hard, my wife said, I want to go home right now. I said, we can't go nowhere, ain't no planes coming. So I said, I want to go home now. Can you imagine what the people felt like when they saw the clouds? They saw a cloud. They heard the thunder. They heard the lightning. Yes. Let me tell you something. I've heard thunder that rumbles so hard it makes the ground shake. This is the voice of the Most High God. When we were kids, we used to say, that's the devil speaking. No. When I read Torah, I found out that's the voice of the Most High God. That's the voice of the Most High God. We are developing into a nation, not just a congregation. We have people all over the planet looking at you. If you're on the internet, they're watching you. They watch this congregation. Stand firm on your commitment to the Most High God. Amen. Because here again, you, and myself, we have no idea who watches us regularly. You know, the commandments that the Most High God gave us. And when he gave it to us, you know, in the 5th chapter, Deuteronomy. Yes. You all have been here long enough. I'm going to move expeditiously. It's already 2 o'clock. And it says that when the people heard the voice of the Most High God, what did they do? He said, Moses, you talk to me because I don't want to hear The great I am, like it says in Isaiah 44, 1 and 6. It says, I am the Lord of hosts. I am the first. I am. And I am the last. We must take under consideration what the Most High God has given us. He said, besides me, there is no other. All right. We can't keep letting people spin us. We cannot allow ourselves to be spent by others. When we look at the 5th chapter of Deuteronomy, it tells us what happened in the book of Exodus. Yes. It tells us. Can you imagine your heart trembling? I bought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Did he do it once? No. All right. Did he do it twice? Don't forget that Cyrus had us. But people don't understand that Cyrus was the great-grandson of who? Queen Esther. He had some hot blood in him, you see. And he told Israel, yes, you can go home. Yes. Ezra and Nehemiah. He told them that you can go home and set up the kingdom. Yes. Sometimes we read the history, we miss small bits and pieces. But that's why we continue to read. As Rabbi said earlier, continue to read. Thou shalt not make any images. You know, no images. None whatsoever. The man sitting on the cross, the man with the blue eyes, blonde hair, the fish, the ox. The Most High God said, what did you see at that time? Darkness. Why do you think when we do this? By saying the Shema. Yes. What do we see? Nothing. In the book of Exodus, it didn't say anything about the Shema. It didn't say nothing about the Shema. You had thousands of Israelites, and those who joined the Israelites, they all heard the voice of the Most High. How many interpretations were there? Wasn't just one interpretation, was it? We can't even imagine. Because what was said to me in my heart might not have been said to you in your heart. But the Most High God gave us one thing, doing all of those 10 commandments. He said, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Elohai. In the 6th chapter of Deuteronomy, he said, Shema Yisrael Yehovah Eloheinu Yehovah Elohai. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha Bechol levacha uvechol nafshecha uvechol milgecha. It says everything you have, not just everything. The soul, all of your resources. You should love Hashem. We get it mixed up sometimes. We forget that the Most High God took us out of slavery. It's not a whole house full. We ain't got thousands of people here. We only got a few souls. And those who have left and walked away, bring them back. Encourage them to come. Because the further you move away from the community, the further away you get from the Most High God. We only have a small community. How many brothers and sisters that you know that are Torah-based, that try to follow the commandments, that don't have the triune? You know what the triune is? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Okay? Tomorrow morning it's going to be full. We don't have that. What does it say? We have one God. Yes. One God. Yes. We have to stand firm And he also gave us the Shema. Say it. Because as we read the blessings of the Shema, it says, when you arise in the morning,